Hey there guys, Shaun here. This is day 14 of my daily vlogs here at home. It's already been 2 weeks since we closed up and I started doing these daily vlogs. That's crazy. When I say closed up, I mean being closed at Universal Studios Hollywood because I work there. Not a whole lot's really happening today, and I don't think anything's going to happen later on, so I thought just kind of like to kill some time, I decided to show you guys something that I know a lot of you are probably really interested in seeing. Now, as you all know, we have a lot of streaming services online like Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon, all these different channels, CBS Access. I'm like thinking to myself, you know, that's great and all, but I don't need Disney Plus because I already have my own Disney Plus. I have a Disney vault of different movies. I have almost 150, technically 147 different movie titles from Disney. That's not including Star Wars or Marvel movies, just letting you know that ahead of time. There actually might be one because of Big Hero 6. I have a whole vault, literally, of Disney DVDs and Blu-rays, and it's directly behind me. This vault right here. You're about to see it right now. I would like to point out that on top of my vault, I have my Universal display. Yeah, it should be a Disney display, but you know what? It's a small display for Universal, so I decided to stick it right here. Look, there's the castle. And just to give you a little heads up, if I feel like there's not going to be a whole lot happening for like a particular day, I might do these random vlogs, like either the one-take videos at my desk, or just randomly showing you different items and collections in the house, just to create a vlog, okay? So that's going to be like one of these videos right here. I had to move the vault just a few inches forward because the doors open this way and it bangs into the boxes here, plus I had to move a few items out of the way. Alright, here we go. The big reveal. There it is. That's my Disney vault. Right there. First off, we have, of course, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, released in 1937. Walt Disney's very first movie ever. His very first animated feature. In fact, America's very first animated feature. We also have Pinocchio, Fantasia. We also have Fantasia 2000. The Reluctant Dragon, Dumbo, Bambi, The Adventures of Ichabod, and Mr. Toad, Cinderella. This one right here is one of his first live-action films. That is Treasure Island. We also have Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm going to pull this one out because it has some personal family history. It's Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier. Good old Fess Park right there. He was actually very good friends with my dad's father. They were high school friends, and at one point they were planning on doing something with Disney, but it didn't go through, unfortunately. But yeah, we got Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, and Davy Crockett and the River Pirates. The other film that not many people know about is this one, The Great Locomotive Chase. That's also Fess Parker. Going back, we have Lady and the Tramp, then Johnny Tremaine, Sleeping Beauty. We have 4 classic movies. There's 4 classic movies in this one. We have Darby O'Gill and the Little People, The Nomobile, the original, the one and only genuine original family band, yikes, and The Happiest Millionaire right there. The Swiss Family Robinson, 101 Dalmatians, The Absent-Minded Professor, and Son of Flubber. Yes, there was a sequel to this movie. I never knew about it. We also have The Parent Trap, The Sword in the Stone, Mary Poppins, That Darn Cat, Follow Me Boys, The Jungle Book, one of Walt Disney's last animated features he worked on before he passed away. Very sad. Next up we have Kurt Russell and 4 of his films. Now You See Him, Now You Don't, The Strongest Man in the World, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, and The Horse in the Gray Flannel Suit. Can't forget about Herbie here. We got The Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas. Aristocats, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Robin Hood, Pete's Dragon, The Cat from Outer Space, The Black Hole. One of my personal favorite sci-fi films, Tron, the original classic. Yes, I do have Flight of the Navigator in here. Oliver and Company. They're planning on remaking this soon. Maybe. We'll see. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And the last movie on the first shelf is The Little Mermaid. On shelf 2, we have The Rocketeer, Beauty and the Beast, the animated version. I do have the live action version. That's coming up soon. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Aladdin, Homeward Bound, 1 and 2. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, I do have that one. It's right there. The Lion King, The Santa Claus. Yes, I got the Santa Claus. I actually have a VHS version of this as well, but I wanted to get the DVD. Pocahontas 1 and 2. We also have Toy Story, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Technically, it is a Disney movie, but it was filmed in Britain. They just distributed this movie, but yes, there is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Hercules, George of the Jungle, Tower of Terror. Technically, this was actually a TV-made movie. Tower of Terror, I mean. But yes, I do have Tower of Terror based off of the attraction at Walt Disney World. And it used to be at Disney California Adventure, but now it's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. We got the remake of The Absent-Minded Professor with Robin Williams Flubber, Mulan 1 and 2, A Bug's Life, Mighty Joe Young, Tarzan, Toy Story 2, Dinosaur, Remember the Titans. What was this one? Oh, is this Emperor's New Groove? I think that's what it is. Yep, Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. Even though it's on my shelf, I still haven't seen it. Monsters, Inc., Snow Dogs, Peter Pan's Return to Neverland, Cinderella 2 and 3. Yes, I've got that one as well. The Rookie, Lilo and Stitch, Atlantis. I still have yet to see this one. The Country Bears, Santa Claus 2, Treasure Planet, Holes, Finding Nemo. You might recognize this one. Yes, this is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Probably the best of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Freaky Friday, and I know a lot of people are not super excited about this one, but I'm actually a big fan of this one. The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. And the last movie we have on here, the second shelf, is Miracle. It's a special hockey movie. And that's the second shelf. We're now moving on to the third shelf. We have Home on the Range, The Incredibles, National Treasures 1. Oh no, that's just National Treasure 1. I thought it was both of them. We also have Herbie, Fully Loaded. Yes, the Lindsay Lohan movie. Valiant. Does anybody remember what Valiant was all about? Yeah, this one didn't have a really long life, to be honest with you. Now, this is a movie series that I think Disney should try and reboot, because originally they were owned by Disney, but then went to 20th Century Fox, but now the 20th Century Fox is now part of Disney. They got the rights back. Hopefully, it's the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This was really, really good. At least the first one. When we get to like the second and third one, it's like, eh. Next, we have Eight Below, The Shaggy Dog, Cars. We also have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, Invincible, Santa Claus 3, Bridge to Terabithia, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, Underdog, The Game Plan, Enchanted, National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets. Here's the second one, the Chronicles of Narnia films. We have Prince Caspian. And after this one, Disney lost the rights with Walden Media, and they went to 20th Century. They made The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which technically was my favorite book in the series, but they just completely destroyed it. That's probably one of the reasons why, the main reason why they haven't done a Narnia film since, because they just did a poor job with that one. Next, we have WALL-E, and yes, believe it or not, Disney actually sent me this one, Tinkerbell. They sent me the Tinkerbell movie. They did actually send me this one. G-Force, A Christmas Carol. If you guys haven't seen this Christmas Carol, it's a lot of fun. If you guys have never seen this version of A Christmas Carol, I highly recommend it. Yes, it is Jim Carrey, but this is like one of his best performances ever. I mean, yes, it is a more serious role, but him as Scrooge, I never thought would ever happen. The Princess and the Frog, this is already a decade old. Can you believe that? Alice in Wonderland, Prince of Persia, Toy Story 3, Tangled, Tron, Pirates of the Caribbean 4. What was the title of this one again? Oh yeah, Stranger Tides. I forgot what it was for a second. Then we have John Carter, Brave, Wreck-It Ralph, Oz, the Great and Powerful. Technically, they were planning on doing 2 other films, but I don't think they will now. Up next, we have The Lone Ranger. Now, personally, I actually enjoyed this movie. A lot of folks were saying, oh, it's not like the original series. Well, to be honest, does anybody even remember the original Lone Ranger? Honestly, I don't think so, but it's probably a more realistic look at the Lone Ranger, and it was a good interpretation of it. I know Johnny Depp probably wasn't the best choice for Tonto, but he still did a good job. But I thought it was a good movie, to be honest with you. This, unfortunately, was like the second to last Jerry Bruckheimer films that Disney partnered with. The last one being the last Pirates of the Caribbean film, which actually I just watched recently. And for all you Frozen fans out there, yes, I do have the first Frozen film. I haven't seen the second one yet. I might see it soon. Saving Mr. Banks. Now, personally, this was a fun film. It's with Emma Thompson and Tom Hanks. It's about the story of how Walt Disney was able to get the rights from the author of Mary Poppins to create a movie about it. And of course, the author, being played by Emma Thompson there, wasn't super thrilled about the idea of having her books as movies. I highly recommend this one. This is a lot of fun. Oh, Maleficent. There'll also be a sequel coming out soon. Maleficent, the first one. Then we have Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, coming out hopefully this year. And the last DVD on the shelf, we have Big Hero 6. Just the DVD, not the DVD Blu-ray. That's a good movie. So those are all of the DVDs and Blu-rays here, guys. Now you're probably saying, well, how come we don't have any of these as, like, digital downloads? Some of these did actually come with digital downloads, and I have them on my computer, but not a lot of them. If they're just strictly DVDs, then they didn't come with a digital download. A lot of the Blu-rays did, but not the DVDs. Now, you're probably noticing that I ran out of room, but you may notice over here, I have a few more, more movies over here. We have the live-action Cinderella right there. My folks went to see that at Downtown Disney, and I was really jealous because I wanted to see it with them. Zootopia, that was a fun film. We have The Jungle Book. Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass. Pete's Dragon, I only saw it once, and it was okay, but Moana. And last but not least, Beauty and the Beast. Alright, I've got 2 more DVDs to add to the collection I just got recently. And these are, believe it or not, films I haven't seen in the movies, but I saw them here at home. First one we have here is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. It was okay. It wasn't the best Pirates of the Caribbean film. It was definitely a lot darker than the other films. When I say it was darker than at World's End, maybe a little bit, because it was really like, whoa. But it was still had some fun aspects to it, but man, it was really dark. And last but certainly not least, the last movie that I'm going to be putting into this vault that I just watched a few days ago that just blew my mind. All my expectations were met, maybe even higher than that. Dumbo. Yes, I finally saw Dumbo. I'm actually a really big fan of the original Dumbo. When I was a little kid, during the time when my grandfather was in the hospital, this is like when I was 3 or 4 years old, I used to watch the original Dumbo, like, constantly, like a religion. It was like either this one or Alice in Wonderland. Either one of these films. Yes, I chose some interesting movies for while I was at the hospital or at Grandma's house. Yes, Alice in Wonderland or Dumbo. Probably more Dumbo than Alice in Wonderland. And, oh my goodness, it was probably one of my favorite films when I was growing up. And it still is to this day. So when I heard that they were going to be doing a live action version, at first I was like kind of skeptical. But then I was like, you know what, they could actually do something really cool with it. And then this came out. You know, it got its ups and downs, but I felt like it was well appreciated. I saw a lot of references to the original animated feature, plus even the attraction, both the Casey Jr. Circus Train and even Dumbo the Flying Elephant, which I thought was just really, really cool tribute, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm right now in the process of reorganizing my Disney display, but I did find my Dumbo pop figure, as well as this, the Casey Jr. Circus Train model that I got from Disneyland. This is based off of the attraction at Disneyland. I love this model. It is so, so cool. And that, my friends, is the Disney Vault that I have here at home. Almost 150 different movies. By the way, what are your favorite Disney movies? Be sure to leave them in the comments section on my main channel. I'd love to hear them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Be sure to check out my other videos here on YouTube, as well as my other channels, the Educational Series, the Disneyland Video Series, and the Travel Town Series. I'm also on Instagram. P.O. Box address is down below in the description of this video. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching, and since I stay in Hollywood, I'm actually at home. This is Hollywood. This is like the closest I can get to Hollywood. That, my friends, is a wrap. See you tomorrow.